Guys, we are live. We are sitting here with the boys. They're here on screen already. We're looking at banter bubbles. Things are a little bit green today, funnily enough, but we're not feeling that vibe. We're feeling a little bit shorty today, eh, boys? What are you guys thinking right now?
I'm thinking the reaction on Bitcoin has not been very strong. So now we need to be cautious.
Yeah. So this is what's been concerning me today. We've had BTC hanging around this 382. We haven't had a definitive move. And, some of these alts aren't responding the way we wanted them to. I've seen things like Optimism and Rune. They're just hanging around, looking a little bit sad here. And we need to figure out what the plan is for the weekend. Are we looking for shorts or are we looking for long still? I think let's pull up this BTC quickly and just explain to you guys exactly what we're looking at. This is the 4-hour range that I love so much. And here's this 382, but we haven't had a great response from some of these alts while BTC has been in this tight little range. So, for me, it's not looking great from my perspective on some of these alts. What I want to see from BTC, for example, is a little bit more of a push upwards, and maybe we can break this trend. So I'm watching this 26,600 to 26,800 area. That's sort of a key area for me to give these alts a little bit of a bump. Some of the alts that I'm looking at, let's look at Rune, for example. It's really actually lost this 618, guys. It's hanging on its last legs here at 1.75. And, if BTC sneezes here and we start dropping, Rune, I'm afraid I'm looking at this 1.63 region for my next sort of bounce. So this is something I'm definitely keeping an eye on. Then we've got things like ZIL. There must be some news in the market here. I see Sasha's talking about ZIL in the chats. ZIL. And there's something going on here. We've got a trend break. We've blown through the 50-day MA. Things are looking pretty decent on ZIL. This is the 8-hour. So, are we going to look for new levels here on ZIL? This is an area I'm watching here, this sort of region now. So we want to see support, 50-day MA and trend. I want to see this area hold on any pullbacks for ZIL. This might be a nice one for us. We've got Sasha shouting about TRB. Well, we'll take a look at TRB as well. But yeah, as far as ZIL goes, guys, we got a trend break on the 8 hours. So something brewing there. Guys in the chats, if you know what's happening there with ZIL, let us know in the chats. I see Remote Cryptoverse loves the music. That's good news. Cool. We got questions about Gala. Beth says hi. Beth, good to have you here. Flamingo is flying apparently. Cool. So good to see everybody here. Let me guess. Rodolfo.
Not on one leg.
Morning. Rodolfo is here. Cool, guys. So let's carry on. Let's look at this TRB situation. And this is what I pulled up for you. This is the TRB 1 hour. Is there more gas in the tank for this guy? We've seen there was a little fake out now. Very tight range here. So they're obviously playing a few games for us. Look at this tight range. And they just popped us up. They've come back down and they're holding it here for now. I wonder what they have in store for us here. Maybe our 𝗏𝗏𝗏 man is going to tell us what he's seeing on that side. So Simon, maybe just take a look at that 𝗏𝗏𝗏 in the meantime while I'm running through some of these and you can give us a comment. This is TRB on the 1 hour. So,
no worries.
Yeah, keen to hear if there's any indicator vibes here. Spell, guys, I pulled this one up. I was considering a long on this thing. I see we're losing an area here, the 618. I'm watching this trend now, leading into the 786. Dave, I'm hoping you watching Spell as well. Maybe we can see what the situation is there. Dave, Dave's hidden behind the chats here, guys.
Yeah, no worries. We'll go over Spell. I've been posting in the Discord on that as well.
Thank you. Also. Okay, so Dave's going to give us some spell vibes. Fetch, well, we had a good run, didn't we, with Fetch? We had a nice bounce of trend a couple of times. We had 5% moves. We've now lost this trend, guys, but guess who's holding? The 50-day MA is in play for us on Fetch. So, just from the alts that I've run through so far, I'm seeing things like possible pumps this weekend, but then I'm seeing these short scenarios coming to play for us. Let's discuss further because I'm seeing it on Injective as well, guys. I'm seeing I'm seeing it on things like SNX. Look at this. Coming here nice and aggressive, getting us all excited. But what's going to happen when SNX hits the 618 and trend? Got a feeling we're going to have a little bit of a fight here. So this is one of the possible short setups I'm watching for this weekend. 2.145 for SNX. I'm going to add an alert here. This is my area. So let's see what type of reaction we get there, guys. Definitely something to watch, but it's looking strong right now. And, you know, as predicted, what happens with these things? They bounce off these beautiful areas that repeat time and time again, guys. High time frame stuff, strong fibs, strong horizontals, and we get these reactions. And I'm going to pull up this CAS, but my feelings are hurt. My feelings are really hurt. I mean, look.
It's haunted. It's a ghost.
Tell me what's going on here, please.
It's a ghost. It's a ghost in a haunted house that eats the flesh of unsuspecting traders.
You know what to do now. You know what to do now.
Situation. I cut this thing. We lost this low here. I cut this thing. What happened, guys? If you are on the Discord, there was an alarm there. Okay, there was an alarm on the Discord. You should have got that ping. If you got that CAS alarm, what are you dealing with here? You've given yourself an 8.9% pump off a 382 and a nice horizontal zone gifted to you in the Discord if you're VIP on the banter. I didn't get it.
You obviously took it, right?
If you had taken the trade, if you had taken the trade, it wouldn't have happened. You know that.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
Guys, I'm so weak,
it's okay.
It's unreal. Okay, but anyway, so I'm not going to trade this thing. I refuse. But if we're looking at CAS, we're pushing into a 618 now. We're pushing into trend. There's some information there. Lux Algo, indicator specialist. Maybe he's going to tell us what he's seeing there just now as well. Okay, thank you. So yeah, very disappointing. I'm very annoyed about that whole situation. SXP, guys, here's a good one. SXP 4 hour. We might have some trend pressure brewing here on SXP. There could be something here for us. Here's the 50-day MA as well, looking like supportish. There's some old resistance now that we're going to look for some support. So let's see what we get here with SNX. Could be something brewing there. So that is something to watch. You can see my watch list here on the side. It's actually all green in spite of, oh, well, there's a lot of red there. But look at this green here. We got CAS. We got WLD doing its thing again. As far as Solana's gone, guys, I've de-risked a little bit of my Sol position. I did a full round trip here. My entry was a little bit lower. It's here at about 19, give or take, my average entry. I've de-risked a little bit just because I've been in the Sol thing for so long. And I did want to see higher, but, you know, now we are sitting in this area. I'm a little bit unsure about BTC. So I've taken some Sol off the table. 𝗂𝗂𝗪𝗂, we spoke about this yesterday. We saw it responding so nicely to these fibs, guys. And here it is once again. It's holding this 382, and you can see the buyers keep holding it up here on this 200-day MA and the 382. So that is definitely something you need to start taking note of here. This is quite a big area, and you can see it's playing between this 50-day MA and this 200-day. So keep your eyes on this. We might get something going here on 𝗂𝗂𝗪𝗂. Backup support levels, you know, we've got the 618, and then we've got this trend coming up here. So keep your eyes on this one. I'm hearing good things about 𝗂𝗂𝗪𝗂. So I mean, maybe Simon knows a little bit more fundamentally about what's happening there, but
I do. Yeah,
there is stuff happening there.
I'll cover that when you're done. Yep.
Paraffin builds like the inverse Kramer for CAS.
Brilliant.
No, it's my worst. It's my absolute worst. So what I'll do with CAS in the future, guys, I'll draw beautiful pictures for you. I'll tell you where it's all going to happen. But I'm not trading this thing anymore.
Let me trade for you. Let me trade it for you, man.
You're going to have to do it for me. Okay, WLD, guys. This thing's also looking decent. There's been a couple of nice scalps in this group. I know Dave got a scalp here as well. So it's been okay. It's treated us decently. Let's see if we've got some kind of trend situation going on here. It's not ideal. This is the 4 hour, but this thing's pushing on nicely. So it was a typical sort of a 786 bounce, you know, simple stuff there for that guy. FLM, we've got questions on FLM. We will deal with FLM for sure. Okay, GFAL, guys. This is another one we were looking at yesterday. Still at resistance. I'm not getting too excited with this thing just yet, but you know, we can see something brewing here. So if it holds this trend situation, we might get that pop because we've probably got a lot of shorts over here. So they might come on a bit of a stop hunt. Let's see if we come back down and get our support, and then we can maybe get a nice little long in there on this games for a living situation.
Dylan, just really quickly, there's a token unlock on the 13th of next month with this. That's one of the reasons why people aren't investing heavily into games for a living right now. You'll remember I brought this up like months ago. They have a token unlock on the 12th or 13th the next sort of 3 or 4 months. So that's why you get some of these crazy wicks to the downside. They get built up, bought up pretty quick, but that will probably be what brings it back to the zone that you've just drawn in about 12, 15 days, whatever it is.
Do you like the zone down here? The one that's...
I don't think it will touch that again. I think if you look at the 12th or 13th of last month, what do you want? It's quite a way back.
This is the 8 hour. So my main support is 0.0189, 0.019, that sort of area.
Let me bring it up. Let me bring it up and I'll have a look in a minute.
Okay, so just will you prep these things for us? I've got 2 more charts for you guys. 𝗲𝗟𝗟. Are we going to dare touch this thing? 𝗲𝗟𝗟 8 hour. It's drifting into the zone. The alarm's about to go off on the Discord. I'm keen to hear Bruce's views. I'm keen to hear Dave's views, and I want to see the wizardry as well. Simon, I want to see there's wizardry on this one.
All right.
BLV, this is the 8 hour, but even give us something on the 4 hour, 1 hour if you've got. And Lena, guys, doing its thing once again. You know, this thing pump and dump, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now I'm looking for support here. I want to see this 0.011 region. I want to see this hold now. This is a big area now. We want this to hold. We want to start moving up nicely now. So this is one I'm definitely watching. I'm interested in this guy. And then I've got optimism for you. So, you know, the more this hangs around like this, it's just not responding. I'm not getting a good feeling here on optimism. It feels like it might want to come lower down. We're going to have to keep our eyes on BTC for this one. It's reacting just the same as BTC right now. So, yeah, we're going to keep watching this one. Okay, cool, guys. I see there's lots of requests here. CRV, 𝗬𝗲. We're going to look through all of these for you guys. Let's hand over to some of the guys first. So, Simon, do you want to show us some of your indicator situations there? Okay, let me move your screen higher, and let me get Dave higher.
He just chucked himself off the stream. Look at that.
It keeps putting me at the top.
That's right. You can move me to the bottom if you like when I'm done. No worries.
I'm going to add your screen right now, Simon.
No worries. No worries. So I've just quickly been bringing all of these up while we've been talking. I'm going to start with... You mentioned Rune, didn't you? Let's start with Rune. Okay. So... I was actually looking at Rune on the 8 hour. Now, Dylan, we spoke about this. Was it yesterday? It was yesterday, wasn't it? And I've left this on since yesterday. We called 1.7, and that's obviously here. So we're getting pretty close now. This is on the 8 hour. I guess it would have been 1, 2, 3. Where were we? We were somewhere about here on this wick, weren't we? I think. So we have kind of made our way down a little bit. And you called 1.7 yesterday as sort of an area where you thought it might come to. Yeah, do you remember that? So looking at that, I think probably I've left this on since yesterday. I can't really give you anything concrete at the minute based on this, but I can tell you that we are approaching a kind of oversold area. So, you know, my opinion is it's got a bit more to go. Maybe it will line up with the 1.7 like you said. But what we're probably not going to get with this is a wick down and then a push up again, because this is already quite low. I don't really see that happening. So what's kind of happening is just really a bit of this, isn't it? You know?
Yeah. Look, I mean, my big area is this 1.63. But that's if BTC, like literally, you know, has a bit of a dump here. I think it's a bit of a move. You know, but right now,
you're talking about this here. Yeah.
1.63. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, let's go in a bit further. Hang on. Hold up. All right. Let's adjust. really must get used to using this quicker. Same again. So RSI, we're down at 20. Okay, this is on the hour, guys. This is more likely to come down to these sort of levels. And when it comes down to these sort of levels, we'll probably enter this reversal zone, which is this ribbon here. And I guess we'll get some sort of reaction. So potentially, I mean, you're down here, Dill, aren't you? 1.63, is that what you said?
1.63 is a big area for me, but that's making the assumption we lose these lows here at 1.74.
I think you're more likely to go here, and I'm basing it off kind of this level here, yeah? Your one was here. I'm guessing that we'll probably come down somewhere to this point, and it will line up with the RSI resetting. So I guess 1.69, something like that. That would be my guess. The market's being a bit funny today, so I can't give you anything more concrete on Rune. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, well, let's move to ones that we have concrete areas here for you. I see Peace No War likes 1.63 as well.
Okay,
that's cool. It's a nice area. It's a nice area. If it hits there, you know, probably worth a look.
Definitely. Right, we've got 𝗏𝗏𝗟𝗏 again. So just to give you an idea, this is normal price action, this black area. I mean, look, we're right in the middle, you know. So at this point, we've got a short signal in play just here, okay? We had a bounce off this ribbon here, which is obviously a good indicator that this wick bounced hard off here, and then not that hard actually, but we're coming down, okay? So what I would imagine will happen is we'll make our way further down before we get a rebound. But to be honest with you, Dill, the RSI is already flattened out massively. The cash flow hasn't really got any deeper. It's sort of, if anything, it's leveling off right now. So again, I can only offer you, it's probably going to come down a bit further before we get some sort of reaction. One other thing to look at, we've had a big old set of candles here. Can you see that they're all green? All of these candles, yeah? So green is obviously bullish. It's not really momentum, it's just bullish price action. And then what happens is when they go red like we've got here, it just kind of means a bit of a bearish price action. When they go to this point where it's kind of, you've got some purple, you've got a lot of stuff in the middle, it's again chop, you know, it's indecision. So you could get this exact thing play out before we get a reaction. So same as with
Rune.
Rune.
I can tell you what me and Bruce are thinking.
Go ahead.
Let me tell you what Bruce is thinking.
Yeah,
we are going long.
You reading my mind again?
We want a long thing at 0.175. We want a long 𝗏𝗏𝗟𝗏. Am I right or am I wrong?
You're off by like a penny, a fraction of a penny. Yeah. I mean, the 618 is at 0.17323.
Yeah.
And it intersects the uptrend line. The only thing missing really right there is the fact that there's no horizontal support to bounce off of, because the next horizontal support is down at the 786. So that's the only thing I'm eyeballing. But other than that,
Bruce,
I like it.
The level you just gave is here. There's literally nothing, is there, that's touching it. The support is, like you said, further down here, isn't it? Yeah. It's hit
But
when a
token is on a run, it doesn't retrace as far as if it's not. And 𝗏𝗏𝗟𝗏 is clearly on a run. So
So look, my area for me, 𝗏𝗏𝗟𝗏, just to close our discussion here, 1750 is an area I like at trend and roughly the 618. And then lower down, we've got that support 0.1695 is what I'm looking at as another area. So those are my zones. Let's, Bruce, actually pull up your chart there. Pull up your VLZ there quickly.
It's up, just put it up.
Okay, one sec. Dave, I'm going to get your face there out of these comments. Sorry.
Okay.
I can't figure out how to move the comments.
Hang on, Dave Digital's just said, Dylan, just click on the comments box and drag it over. Do you want to try that? See if it works?
Yeah, I'm trying. Right, let's see.
There's a thing that says remove comment.
Oh yeah, just take it off for now.
Yeah.
On
the right, there's a thing that says remove comment. Remove last comment.
There we go. There he is.
Yeah, there's Dave. Dave, give us a wave.
Yes.
Hey, brother. Yeah, I mean, this thing, I'm on the 4-hour chart. So you know, if I'm using a 4-hour chart, that I'm feeling pretty good about it. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple. Support there. Got a trend line that's holding so far. No exceptions yet. From down here at this last pump to there, do a fib. It's coming right back down to the intersection right there of the 618. Somewhere in that zone between there and the trend line, I wouldn't be surprised to get a reaction. It's pretty simple. My marker for that is at 0174.45, something like that.
Okay, so we in the region, guys. Okay,
Yeah.
definitely something we're watching. We know this BLZ moves, guys. I'm sure if you've been watching us for the last while, you know we keep our eyes on this thing. I see it is pushing up a little bit now already. So yeah, definitely something to watch maybe.
And here's the thing: if you get stopped out, and then that could happen. I mean, we could end right over there, right, and it gets stopped out, but it bounced right below it. So you got a second shot at it if you still believe in the setup. Not a bad thing.
Yeah. Okay. Lovely. Thanks, Bruce. Okay. Simon, you were still giving us some wizardry there.
2 more charts or 3 more charts that you've spoken about, and I've got a couple to show the guys after. So yeah, if you're happy for another 5 minutes, I can carry on. All right, there we go. Can you see my chart? You can see me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So listen, TRB, same story, guys. We're on the 1 hour chart. Okay, we've got a trend which was red, and it turned green. Now it's red again. Subsequently, we are right in the middle of this black space again, which is normal price action. We've had a couple of weeks up, but at this point, there is no clear direction available. What I would then do is look down to the oscillator. I can see that we're kind of getting to a point where we're quite high, but it's still facing upwards. It hasn't leveled out fully. I imagine that probably this trend will change green again. We'll get a little push first. We have still got the long in place, so I guess what will happen is this long will finish up somewhere here, and just like this previous short signal gave us an X, this long will probably give us an X somewhere north of this wick, and then we'll get our signal to go short somewhere around here. So that's kind of what I think will happen, and that will be enough time for this to reset as well. Start to face downwards. Okay,
and look, just from my side on the 1 hour, it's pushing this trend one more time. I'm going to just leave you guys a look at that. So yeah, they're trying to pull a move here. They're definitely trying to do something here. So just play careful there. You can see this is a hell of a tight range, so they're taking people out, up and down. So guys, just play safe. Okay,
you know what? Am I back on?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So someone's just said in the chat about the indicators. Yeah, it's 𝗏𝗏𝗏, Sam. If you have time, you can go back to a 24-hour marathon that we did yesterday. I gave an hour's training about 8 a.m. GMT, so it gives you a rundown of how this indicator works. All right. Okay, games for a living. As you guys know, I've been in this for a long time. This was one of my micro caps that I called when it was even tinier than it is now.
Guys, I want to interrupt Simon here quickly. Simon just said it's one of his micro caps that he's called. In the banter Discord, if you are VIP, Simon is posting altcoin gems. He researches these things. He knows about them. He found 𝗓𝗏, he found 𝗕𝗵𝗏, he found all these things. He's now doing research for you guys, and he's sharing it maybe 1 token a week in the banter Discord. It's under Sniper setups. It's there in the section. So guys, it's stuck in there. He's finding some gems for you.
Heck yeah.
I would say, listen guys, I'm always happy to take requests as well. If you ever come up with a token that you're not sure about, just drop me a message. Right, games for a living. So at the minute, I normally pull this up on the 1 hour, but as you can see, we are right in the middle of this space, so it's not really a good... The same for the 4 hours. If I switch on to the daily, okay, there is not enough data here for 𝗏𝗏𝗏 to generate a far enough back ribbon. That's how new the token is. The last time that I spoke about this, we were somewhere down here, so we pushed on nicely. So look, here's the thing that I'm seeing with this. On the daily, we have had a long in play since the 2nd of September, which is 2-3 weeks. We've made our way up into the ribbon. We've had a take profit signal. Now, with 𝗏𝗏𝗏, you generally get 1 to 3 take profit signals. Normally it's 1 or 2, sometimes it's 3. If you see 3, it's going to be a good trade. But at the minute, we're still hugging this ribbon. Now, like I said, the data is pretty sparse because it's a new token, but probably we're going to get another one of these at some point here. And I guess that will be around the 0.0282 level. And then what I'm seeing is a reaction away from the ribbon, back down again. So this is one of the tokens that you can't take a futures contract on. But if you're a smart player and you invested in this when I sort of mentioned it way back when, this would not be a bad time to get out, or at least sell half your bag and then buy back in when it sort of comes back down to this normal level. I think I've got the EMA. It probably won't work because it's too new. So I can't even tell you what the average of this token is going to be. It's going to be somewhere around this block. So essentially there's a support or a resistance kind of around here. Maybe sell your spot bag if you've been in with me and look to come back in around 0.21 or something like that. That would be the sensible move, guys, for me. Okay.
There's a question here saying there's nothing posted to sniper setups for the last 30 days. I think it's just where you're looking. Let me open up the Discord quickly. I'm going to give you guys a quick little show.
Let me come back and watch what you're doing. Are you going to share your screen, though?
Yeah, I'm going to just share the Discords. For those of you that don't know about it, let me just help you navigate what's going on there.
All right, I'll leave this chart up for the minute. Steve, I think your name is, by the way, who's just commented that. So I'm generally putting 2 alt gems up a week, and I haven't posted a chart now for about 2 days on the indicators, but there will be one coming later on today. So it's definitely not 30 days.
Okay, so this is the Discord, guys. Under Sheldon the Sniper, live show charts. When Sheldon does a show, his charts go up there. I'm building an education section for you. Then we've got our trading view alerts where these alarms go off over here, so you'll get them and it directs you to the posts. Then we've got sniper setups where you're going to see a lot of the charts that I do. Then we've got a section here for David's trade ideas. His stuff's in there. There's alarms. You can see what Dave's doing, a lot of work for you guys. Bruce's stuff is in here as well. Let me just find it, Bruce. And we're busy cleaning up the Discord for you guys, so it's going to be easier to navigate. Here's Bruce's stuff. He's pumping setups here all day long. You're getting pinged, and the nice thing about it is, like, some of us are in a different time zone, so there's always something flowing here for you guys. So there's always going to be something happening. And then we've got altcoin gems over here, just under that list. And look at the research that Simon is doing here for you guys. Okay, he's finding these tokens, he's explaining his thoughts behind it, what he likes about them, that sort of stuff. And now we've added a macro chart section as well, so we're going to get stuck in there for you guys. And then, general charts that you see on the show with my ideas and these setups, it's all over here. So you guys use it as a tool. There's such good information here for you. And we've got the alarms. So when it hits key areas, we are pinging you with alarms. And it's going to help your... What's just popped? What are you looking at?
I've brought it up. Are you looking at me? So I just saw from the comments that 𝗵𝗵𝗃 has popped, right?
Yeah.
Now someone's just written long 𝗵𝗵𝗃. Can I just say, you guys do what you like. You know this is non-financial, but let me just tell you right now, your RSI is at 100 nearly. Okay, you are absolutely at the maximum point of this reversal zone. So you're free to long 𝗵𝗃𝗃, but what I would hate for you to happen is this. That would be really sad. Yeah, just bear that in mind. So
guys, often what happens here, this is a squeeze. Okay, so these are late shorters, and the guys just pump it up quickly, and it wrecks everyone who was short, and then they send it back down. So play safe, play very safe here.
This is 8% at this point, and on a 5x, that's a 40% loss. If it happens, just be really careful, guys. Yeah, get into the habit of not being a retail trader who gets sucked in and wrecked multiple times a month. Wouldn't you say, Dylan?
Jan, is sell the greed.
If you're in 𝗵𝗃𝗃, you might have been in for like so far, so it won't even be worth selling. But just bear in mind, if you just are in on this pump, now's a good time to jump out. Yeah.
But yeah, guys, look, anything can happen if they announce something that they. I mean, there was a fight in 𝗕𝗂𝗃, right? They were arguing. There were problems there. You know, news can change things quite quickly, but it looks a bit squeezy to me. I would be very careful if you didn't catch that bottom. I would be very careful jumping in here.
Let me just say one thing. If you'd bought this signal on 𝗪𝗏𝗟𝗀 and you'd gone in here, this is where 𝗪𝗏𝗟𝗀 can be good, but you can't be in on every coin. At your second TP, you would have made 10%. So on a 5x, it's coming down now. Look, here it comes. But on a 10x, that would have been a, well, whatever, 50, 60, 70% move. So 𝗪𝗏𝗟𝗀 is really good. Look, we're watching the candle right now forming. It's any second now. This is going to turn red. Anyway, I'll leave that open. Dylan, I've potentially got one. Potentially. Okay. I hate this coin. This coin has cost me more money than everyone's wife put together. It's horrendous. But if I go through the chart, this is about the only one that I can find that might be worth a look.
So that.
You remind me of my Jewish mother when something she tastes some food and says, "Oh, this tastes terrible. You try it."
Oh yeah, that's my favorite line. Don't worry. I'm just watching 𝗕𝗂𝗃 while we're talking. So here we go. Back to ADA. So ADA has given us a previous short. Okay. Yeah. The RSI was high at the time. The RSI has now come down to a flat point sitting at 13. The last time we were around this level, there was a buy signal and the price went up to the take profit, which was there on this candle, 5%. So on a 10x, it could be a 50% move. So we're not there yet. I would personally wait for another couple of wicks to kind of give you that. And then there should be an X. And then there should be a long signal.
TA on this ADA while you're talking.
Sure, man. I'm just going to look at 𝗕𝗂𝗃 again.
ADA.
𝗕𝗂𝗃's consolidating, guys.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at 𝗕𝗂𝗃. It's found some, I mean, this is on the 5 minute. It's not very accurate, but it's found a point where it might flag, and it's found a consolidation point. So you never know.
Okay, what's your level there for ADA?
So I would have thought entry would want to be around 2421, something like that.
Okay, so I've got a 786, a little bit lower than that, 24.15. So that is another bounce zone. So yeah, anywhere in between. Let's look at this order block situation there as well.
Oh, I can bring that up. I haven't done that for a while, have I?
Yeah, pull up some order blocks. The order block I've got on the 1 hour is much lower, 23.84.
I haven't played with order blocks for weeks. Hang on a sec. Were you on the 1 hour, did you say?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm looking at your clouds as well here on my side, and I see exactly what you're saying. It's starting to look a bit interesting here. But yeah, I mean, maybe a wick to that 786 could be a win for us.
What was your level for the 786, please? I'll mark it up for tomorrow.
2415.
24. This is one. What day is it? We got another one tomorrow. Yeah. 2415. What day? Yeah, we haven't. Okay, 2415. I'll keep an eye on this. All right, cool. So, what do you think, Dylan? You think there's going to be a buy coming in, or
BTC? I think something like ADA relies on BTC. Yeah.
Fair enough. Oh, I've just done the wrong one. Hold on a sec. Someone's asked in chat about what's my favourite time frame on 𝗪𝗏𝗟𝗀. Personally, I love the 4 hour. I'm a big fan of the 4 hour. It just seems to me to be the most accurate, but it works really well on the 1 hour as well. But again, this is like anything. You just need to spend some time with the indicator, and also just bear in mind that TA is not to be replaced by an indicator, guys. You should never rely on one thing because you'll get wrecked. Just remember that, yeah. Right, Dylan, do you want me to do Casper real quick?
Do a quick Casper. I want to hear what Dave's up to as well. I know Dave's been doing a few things.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop everything else. I'm going to do the quickest Nakamoto for you, just to finish up, because I've been talking about it all week. Guys, on Discord, these were the 3 points which we currently sold, our spot bag. And these are the current 2 points where we bought our spot bag back. You can see the entry points. We're currently 65% up on our tokens. I'm just watching for, I missed this because I think I must have been asleep or something. I'm waiting for this to decide what it's going to do. If we get another wick down, I'm just going to go and buy some more. Okay. And then our spot bag, we should have something in the region of 75% more tokens for free, just buying and selling these ranges. So there's more going to be talking about that on the Discord. All right.
What time frame are those ranges you're selling in? What time frame?
1 second, buddy. This was on the 1 hour. I only picked it because it seems to respect ranges really nicely. And also, this is a really good resistance point. It just keeps hitting the same level, you know? So we'll get that. Or,
okay,
you know, or we'll get that one way or the other. Whatever happens, I'm buying and I'm selling. I'll update you guys on Discord later. All right.
thank you.
Cool.
Dave,
Yes, sir.
talk to us. Let me get your charts up here.
Okay.
Oh, I can't see your charts.
Yeah, sorry. Still me.
He's got to share his screen here for us. I see Bruce has disappeared here for a minute. I'm sure he'll be back.
I'm just on 𝗕𝗃 while David's sharing. We've found the point still.
Okay. I'm up there now.
Okay, there we go. Show me when you're... Oh, there it is. Okay, here comes your screen.
Okay, guys, I'm going to go kind of at a good pace here, going over as much as I can. Right now, I'm not feeling too confident on Bitcoin. We might see a rise past the Keltner channel, like I talked about, and then come lower. The bullish scenario would be for us to reclaim this range here. That's the bullish scenario, but we're going into a weekend. So if we close the market, the US market, below this is called a value area low. So if we are below this, any kind of pump in the weekend that goes past the Keltner channel, I'm going to look to short. So let's go ahead and move into the tokens. Spell, right? This first fib was from the bottom to the top. This first breakout, 618 pop. Second fib from the low to the high. Second breakout, 618 pop. Okay. This one here, it's the same thing from the bottom to the top. This breakout, we're at the 618. Is history going to repeat itself? I don't know, but that's why I took the trade and that's why I posted it. So we're in this little pocket right now. If we start to go down, start pulling some funny business and start doing this, I'm going to get out. Okay. So I put a stop loss like right below here. There could be some better tokens to trade. If you guys can see here, the reaction on these other 618s were very short-lived. Very short-lived, right? It was a wick here. It was a wick here. So maybe there's going to be another wick here, a small wick here, right? Maybe a small wick and it gets bought back up. But if we start to bleed and bleed and bleed, I'm getting out. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing on Spell. I know, Dylan, you said you drew some trend lines or you're looking for another fib.
Yeah, I think we're quite close to an area of interest here, and it's tying in quite nicely to what you got there. There's a horizontal at around 0.51, call it 515, that sort of area. Might get a reaction there as well. So it's pretty close to where you are right now.
So this could also be, this was resistance here, and now this could be like a support, potentially. Region is another idea or another perspective to look at, if that makes sense, guys. So keep an eye. I'm keeping an eye. I'll keep you posted, but I'm still on the long. I have not cut the position. But yeah, like if it starts to break this trend line and starts to lose, this potential support area, get out.
Yeah, guys. So, I mean, if you lose a trend, then your old support becomes a resistance zone to take note of. So, you know, Dave, if you just draw that in, you lose that trend, you're looking for a push back up, and that's a resistance zone, which has become a shortable zone then.
Yeah, so if it does something like this, and then it comes up like that, that could also be in a scenario.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so we don't like to short into nice strong support areas or old support areas. We don't like to short into it. We rather just let it fall through if it's going to, if you're looking for shorts, and then you can sell that pump into that area. That's generally a system we like to follow here.
Yeah.
Bruce is back, by the way. Will you bring Bruce back on?
Oh,
Just
yes.
message. Thank
Bruce,
you.
welcome back. Welcome back.
Sorry about that. I have no idea what happened, but everybody, your screens all went blank for me, so I restarted.
So we made this call yesterday, and it's playing out pretty nicely. So if you guys took that, awesome. But we are seeing this little trend line potentially. So what that means is that we may have a small little correction, maybe down to the 618 or down here. Keeping an eye on that, but I'm long, and I hope it breaks the triangle, and I hope we can see higher. And maybe that'll happen this weekend. A lot of traction on this. I mentioned on the 24-hour marathon that Jason had told me why it's so bullish, that somebody or whoever started 𝗕𝗓𝗏 is behind this token. So that's the hype. That's the pump.
There's also a 382 support at 1.53, that sort of area is a 382 support zone, guys, as well. Just a short time frame one, Dave. I pulled from yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just a short time frame, but it's that horizontal there, 1.53. So yeah, something to watch. It could be a little bit flaggy there as well for us. So
yeah, so pay attention. It's bullish. It might be a token that's going to take off this weekend. Okay, you had mentioned that. I like that. Let me talk about Flamingo for real quickly. Somebody had mentioned FLM. I remember this token a year and a half ago, and just the shenanigans. And this is like maybe the next hi-fi. So I'm paying attention. When somebody mentioned this on the show, we were right here, and I drew this trend line. I should have talked about it, but I know we were running out of time. But now, from what I had drawn here on this trend line, keep in mind, everything I drew here was yesterday. I did not just mock this up right now. So from where that trend line was, boom, 32% move, crazy, right? But drawing it from the bottom to the top here, if you are looking to enter FLM, the 382 is probably a good entry. So if you guys are bullish on this, set an alert here as a long alert. And then let's do one at the 618, just in case there's that crazy red candle. I'm going to be paying attention to this, and knowing myself, I'll probably get involved this weekend on this. So here's what I'm seeing: 8-hour time frame, and I'm so happy that we have Lux Algo, because I would have never seen this before. Huge order block right here. And it goes all the way. This is obviously some manipulation here, but there's a wick right here, top right here.
Oh yeah.
And then there's the top right here. So what are the chances of us rejecting there? Pretty damn high. So maybe if you want to play the short, you can set an alert right here as a short alert at 0.1427. If you are long on this thing, that's probably where you're going to want to take profits, which we are 20% away from that. So I am tempted to long on a small pullback here, and then maybe when it gets here, build a short. Super small leverage, man. This would probably be like a 5x leverage. This is where a 5x buffer strategy might work, because I doubt it's going to go right here. I doubt. But if it does, here's another order block right here between 21.40 and 22. Yeah. Something to be aware of. If it does get here and you're not in the trade, this would be a beautiful entry. But if you get this alert and there's some crazy stuff like this past weekend with hi-fi, If did you guys see 𝗏𝗏?
Does it move again?
This is last weekend, guys.
Yeah.
Insane. I shorted it right here. Like I made a one scalp 150% move, 150% move, but you know, insane. So maybe FLM is going to do that. I've seen it happen before. So if you guys are some degens here and you want to try to make a big move, this might be it here.
Yep.
Those are my 2 cents on FLM. Pretty interesting. And then just a couple more. IMX saw this breakout. I know it's bullish, but I set some alerts here at the 618. If we touch the 618, which it'll probably be a wick, probably something stupid like that, like very quick. That might be a way to snag along on Immutable X. Another one I'm looking at is SEI. So I'm hearing some bullish things about SEI. We're following this new trend line. This might actually be a good long entry, but with Bitcoin being kind of bearish, I'm being cautious. So I'm not in the trade, but I'll probably add an alert here at this order block and see what happens. Wait for the reaction. If we see like a Bitcoin dump and there's a quick reaction, like a quick buyback, then we're probably going to go up here. This also ties in with an order block on the 1 hour, I think. Yeah. So we have a 1 hour order block right at the top of the trend line. And then we have a 618 that I drew from the top right here. You can see I drew it from the top and then I drew it down to the bottom, down here to the bottom. So you can see the 618. And as I told you guys, just like what we saw on WildCoin, it might, do something like this and then come back inside. So probably going to set some short alerts here. If you guys want to set some short alerts with me.
What's the number there?
I like to have a short alert above the order block. So 0.1447 would be the, and at that point you should be staring at your screen waiting for the reaction or this SFP. But we'll go ahead and set another one here right at the 61866 region and below the order block. So maybe 0.1395.
Yeah, so I think it's best always set one early, guys, so that you can at least bring it to your attention and you can keep watching what's happening.
Yeah. Yep. So there might be a fake out here. Here's a top. So there's obviously some market makers or some whales that may be manipulated it, have some positions here. So they're probably going to want to take them out. And if they do take them out, here's a bigger order block here on the 1 hour. You can see another big one here. So it might even touch that. So from where we are right now, if you guys want to long this, that's a 30% move. And obviously there'll be some bounces along the way or something like this. So we'll see. So that's another one I have on my radar. And I think that's it. So
guys, we like to call it WildCoin. It just sounds better. It rolls with the tongue. I know it's WorldCoin, but you know what? We just call it wild. We know what we're talking about.
Yeah. Well, we name it after its behavior, right? It's wild, so we name it wild.
Yeah, and then thanks to whoever mentioned 𝗏𝗏, because I feel like shorting this thing now. So I got one here, an alert set at the last 4, 7003. I'll probably definitely enter a short there. So keeping an eye out, and I think that's about it.
Yep, cool.
I've got a request for Synapse. I'm trying to find the chart for it quickly. Somebody's saying it's breaking out. Let's take a look. Synapse 4 hour. Let me pull out a chart here quickly, guys. I don't really know what this token's about. Synapse 4 hour. So we do have some trend action we can see. Let's pull a trend here for you guys.
Oh yeah.
There's something going. Bruce loves a trend. You could hear him drooling there, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sell it. Short it. There it is.
So yeah, guys, right now there is trend pressure. Okay, something to watch, but trends are resistance. So just be careful there. The ideal play, guys, obviously you need to have the patience, but you need to let this come back for you. Often we get that pop, guys, and it rejects at a horizontal comes back down, wants to find its feet, and then go. So, try and play that game. It's the safest play. Loading up into a trend is obviously a risky move, and it's not recommended because a trend is resistance. So just be careful.
Yeah, that could easily reject right there back down to that support level down below just as easily.
Okay, we've got a request for 𝗬𝗬𝗟𝗏. Let's see what's happened there.
Lost the trend.
Okay, this lost trend, guys. Okay, so, geez, they're playing some games. Yeah, so yesterday we were quite comfortable with 𝗬𝗬𝗟𝗏. It was actually holding quite well. It was actually one of the better performers yesterday. So now we've lost trend. So it's not looking great here, guys, to be honest. Let's pull this fib from the low here to that pump high. 618 bounce. Okay. Anyone surprised?
That's nice.
I mean, geez, it's actually like some of these alts, guys, are absolutely ridiculous the way they react. I mean, this CAS just like infuriates me. Look at this thing.
Yeah.
This 382. This is now, guys, this is resistance. Again, for CAS. This is bear country, but I'm not trading CAS anymore. I quit. It's 4-0. CAS 4, me 0. So I'm done with CAS.
We have to officially get you a shirt.
Yeah.
No,
0-4.
I'm all cast out.
Okay, so we got a request for FTM. Let's take a look at Phantom.
Yeah. By the way, I got a couple of setups whenever you're ready.
Oh, awesome. Okay. I mean, I feel like we need something we can take right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so Phantom is just hanging on to this trend. It's not the most exciting looking token. Phantom ADA, they've been very sad, these two. Let's see what we got here.
They've had their cycles. All these old tokens are sad.
786, guys. I mean, I hope you guys appreciate these fibs. I mean, look how beautiful this is.
Yeah.
786 reaction on a trend, on some horizontal. It really is science. It's all science here, guys.
Yep.
It's nice.
The house of science. Is there a trade now? No, I wouldn't say right now. Your best entry was on the ping of the 786 and trend. That was your high percentage, high impact zone that you guys need to wait for. You need to be patient for. They come around every few days. You get these. Maybe sometimes you have to wait a week or two. But we do get them. You just need to be safe and wait. Oh, we see we've got a BLZ alert. Let's take a look at BLZ, guys. Let's plan this one. Maybe we could.
Coming to Papa.
Let's see.
It's coming to Papa.
It's in our zone.
Yeah. Yeah. Getting there. Yeah, I would love it for it to come a little bit deeper right to that trend line. And that'd be pretty classic.
Okay.
And if it does it sooner and doesn't wait, then it'll also be right on that support level. If it takes its time.
Yeah, I think this is quite an easy one. You can ladder into this one.
Yeah. Oh. Yep. Interesting.
Okay, I'm going to take a small position here.
Yep.
And then I'm going to take one a little bit lower.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, this is my plan. I'm going to take a 25% here. I'm going to take a little bit on this trend, and then we're going to see what happens. If we lose the trend, it's the exit. This is not big size. This is something that moves a lot. You don't need big size on these things.
Yep.
Oh, wait, I don't have it on BitGet.
They don't?
No, I can't see it here. Guys, we are trading the BitGet competition next month. Me and Sheldon are on the same team. It's a 1-month competition. First prize is a helicopter, literally like a helicopter. So we're going to have a lot of fun here. We're going to be trading these things together. Guys, if you're not on BitGet, the link is in the description. Also, the team, Sheldon and my team, is in the description. So sign up to BitGet, join our team, and trade here with us. Let's do this stuff together.
Yeah. We're going to kick their butt.
It's going to be fun, guys. It's really going to be fun. There's a little bit of everything in this trading group. I mean, we got the indicators, we got Dave, we got Bruce. We got such a cool squad here. Okay, hold on. I'm opening a small BLZ here, guys.
Oh, you found it there? Good.
I've got it on another exchange.
Okay. Yeah, it's in Mexico.
Okay, so that's the plan, guys. Buying the 618 and trend region. I like this horizontal. This is a short-term scalp move. This is not a long-term play at all. These are the areas I'm looking at for now. Let's see how it plays out.
Yep.
Okay, so DYDX 618. Let's see in the chats what else we got. Ooh, somebody wants to short BTC. Do we even trade BTC? Is BTC an altcoin? Okay, let's look at BTC again. Let's show you what's going on. So David's got a nice plan there as well on BTC. This is what I'm watching. If we start, I'm tracking this trend. I want to see this 382 hold. You can see on shorter time frames, you're going to see this little trend moving up here. So I obviously want to see that play out for BTC, but this is resistance, guys. And that probably, Dave, what's your resistance there? 26,700, that sort of region?
Yeah, the value area low is 26,892. If it doesn't reclaim that, 27.7 or 26.9 area. If we don't reclaim that, then
yeah. So you can see it ties in with a break of this trend and retest. You know, that sort of area is where you want to be, guys. So right now, things aren't super exciting on BTC. Would I short it here? No. For me, I'd short it higher up. Unless you're scalping, guys, and you're looking for small little moves here, big size. I'm not sure what the strategy is there. Yeah, let us know. What's your plan? It's 𝗏𝗏𝗟𝗏. Tell us your strategy there and why you want to short BTC. Just give us a clue here. Maybe we can do something there. And give us your target. Give us your target that we're looking for. And there's somebody wants the helicopter. Guys, we want this helicopter. We need it. We'll all get a piece of it. We'll send the bolts and the doors. We'll take it apart. We'll send everyone pieces of this helicopter. Okay, H-bar and cyber. Okay, guys, for those of you who missed it earlier, Injective, we're looking for a move higher. And a potential short zone brewing up here, 7.29, that sort of region. Let's see if there's order blocks there. Not on the 4 hour. Not much in order blocks, but you can see why this looks interesting to me. Lost the trend, looking for a move up. Looking at a trend and 50-day MA and horizontal rejection over there on Injective. Okay, let's do H-bar. Okay, that yellow one, guys, is the 200-week MA. That's how long H-bar has been around. It did very well earlier, a few months back. With there was some news. They had a good partnership going. It pumped. Everyone was very excited about it. Now it's sort of consolidating a little bit. Let's see what we got. That's looking interesting. Okay, so, you know, this is quite a symmetrical triangle. There's obviously no guarantees which way it breaks. So you need to keep your eyes on this. If it breaks up, you're going to look for this 200-week MA as your support, guys. So you want that 200-week MA to hold as support. That's normally something you can work with on some of these guys. So look for that breakup. It will be a trend retest and a 200-week MA retest. The bears, well, you can look for shorts into the 200-week MA and that trend. So 1.6. No, this is the market cap. Wait, what's going on? Hold on. There we go. Okay, same story. Okay, I don't have the 200-week on Binance, but it clearly exists because it's been around for that long. So we know the 200-week is running in this region here. Okay, symmetrical triangle. Again, you're going to have to play the breaks of these areas. We don't know which way it's going to break, obviously, so you need to play it accordingly. So right now it is gearing up for a move. It looks like a move coming in the next couple of days, I would say. Something's going to potentially happen there. You can see it's getting tighter and tighter and tighter. So yeah, if it's your thing, keep your eye on it. Crypto King says H-bar will continue to dump. Okay, well, there you go, guys. The writing is on the wall. CFX. Jeez, this has responded nicely. Look at this. Okay, tight little ranger for us. CFX, guys, range play all day. Big resistance area up here. Okay, would become eventually, would be nice support. Look at the 50-day MA coming through here, resistance. So look out in this region here, guys. Look out there, 50-day MA and horizontal, 0.1327. That's looks like a fairly decent or fairly strong resistance area. What you want to see if you're a bull, you don't want to be long here. You want to be long, break, retest. That's the type of long you want. Similar to like 𝗕𝗵𝗽 that we looked at the other day. It had that same situation. And bears, you can track this trend. And maybe you pick up that rejection there at the 50-day MA. For that rejection, you can maybe look at something like that for the bears, okay? And you know Dave likes a fake out, so look for a fake out as well. We'll poke its head through, get us all excited, and then send us back down. Singularity. Let's look at singularity. If you guys see anything in the chat, Bruce and Dave, let me know which ones you want to take.
I got 3 or 4 things whenever you're ready.
Bruce, I think I forgot. Sorry about that.
No worries. No worries.
Okay, so again, yeah, we've got a range play here as well. 50-day MA coming into play so much these days, guys. You've got to keep your eyes on this thing. This was a typical example of a loss of trend. Look at that. Retest, trend, horizontal. Okay, this is what I'm looking for on injective. Same story. Okay, loss of trend, retest, rejection. So here, AGIX range play. Let's see where we've got some fibs and some supports. I'm going to pull a fib from this low to that high there. 618, still a little bit of work to do. So it could be some more downside. Yeah, watch the 618, and I do like the 786. You can see it ties in very nicely here with this region. So 0.173 and the 618, it's not ideal, it's not perfect, but 0.1763. That sort of area could be a nice little bounce zone. You can also pull a trend. Let's see what we got here. There's a few scenarios at play here. We saw Fetch behave very nicely. Fetch did this for us. Then it eventually lost that trend. Yeah, so this is on the table. Trend supports on the table. Maybe a wick to the 618. But yeah, key area here, resistance, this guy, 0.187. That's something you need to pay attention to. If you do get that pop, wait for that pullback, nice support buy, and then you can look for that move higher. Rune. I think we did Rune. Okay, Bruce, take it away. Take the wheel.
Sure.
That's what you got here. Guys, we're going to look at a few others as well. I see somebody's asking for 𝗗𝗬𝗟𝗏. 𝗗𝗬𝗟 is making its way to a trend. If you pull 𝗗𝗬𝗟 on the 8 hour, you'll see it's making its way to a trend. Just be patient there. Play the trend. Remember, we were saying the news was so bad on 𝗗𝗬𝗟. Rather just wait till there's an actual clear trend direction change there.
Yeah,
Bruce, I think this is your chart that I've put up.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, yesterday you guys reminded me of 𝗪𝗏𝗡, and we don't do fundamental stuff on this show much, but 𝗪𝗏𝗡 to me is one of the kind of building blocks that's part of the core structure blockchain as it goes forward. Solana is one of the other ones, and so I was looking at the chart and going, yikes, this is building, and this you'll mostly do short term trading, but this is what I'm looking to build a longer term position on. Basically came down, hitting support. David did a nice swing, SFP right there. I didn't know the term SFP, but the pattern that I was looking for with this is called Wyckoff. And for those of you who've never seen this before, Wyckoff was back in the 1800s, early 1900s, finding accumulation patterns. And what he talked about is that price will come down, find support, bounce off, and do that. But then he's got this marker that makes things stand out called a spring, at which point after it springs down to gather liquidity there, it pops back up and it retests support. And that's usually the indication that it's about to turn bullish. And I just recognize that right over here, that this is what we've got. Came down, support, sprung down, gathered liquidity, had a nice healthy pump, and now it's back testing support again. So, and it's basically hovering around the 618 area. But I'm looking to start building a position that'll start off small and, like Solana, hopefully build over time. Because Solana, 𝗪𝗏𝗡, like Solana, is highly underpriced. It's just been beaten up a lot, and at whatever point things start pumping, like Solana, we expect a huge turnaround for it. So I'm not in it yet, but I'm looking over the next couple of days, just data to start a position in this area. And each time it breaks that little trend, add a little more, breaks that little trend, add a little more. If it breaks the 50-day moving average right there, then I'll probably go full in for the next run after that. So that's just something I'm keeping an eye on closely. For those that took our Tomo trade yesterday, congratulations. This worked out just beautifully.
What a rip.
Yeah. It just did exactly
guys, let us know in
what we
the chat
asked it to
if you
do.
took the Tomo trade.
Please tell me you guys got this.
Come on. Let us know.
Please, because it was
They're
just
set up for days here.
Yeah, I mean, this was like, right out of a textbook. Yeah. So anyway, I got in right when you guys did, and I set a TP. Hold on a second. I set a TP automatically because I was busy yesterday with the 24-hour and all the other stuff. I just set it right below the 50-day moving average, right there. It tagged it, and it's a happy thing. So that was a lovely thing.
Fire
for all of us. I hope you guys got it. I really do. I usually get all kinds of messages for, I got, people make way more money on Tomo than I do, but that really excites me. So here's the thing. It's coming up to the top of the range again, right? So it's clearly showing signs of weakness, right? You can just tell from the wicks right over there. It pumps up, it gets weak. So somewhere between the 50-day moving average and this resistance area that we've highlighted before, we can expect to see it start rejecting. And we got the trend line in here, and basically just going to keep an eye open for a break of that trend right there. It'll probably break it, it'll test it. You can do a little entrance there, you can do an entrance there. It's not quite ripe yet, but some point in the next hours, we can expect that. And what I'll do is I'll post a chart with a couple alerts on it, and then I'll put an alert on the trend line. I'll put an alert right between where it is now and the resistance area, and then as soon as I get that alert, I'll go update the chart in Discord, because this should be a fun one to track back on the way down. Yeah, it was a really good one. It was exciting. I've got my eyes on Fetch. We covered the higher time frame. It's simply just clearly bouncing off support here and bouncing. I mean, you don't need anything fancy, right? 50-day moving average, reject. Clear support area, reject. So I'm looking to, and I just saw this morning, I'm looking to, actually I would have entered already if I'd been paying closer attention a little bit ago, but there's nothing wrong with, hold on, let me zoom in a little tighter like I usually do. It's a crappy chart, sorry. Go back to the 1 hour. But we've got, let me shrink this down. So I'm looking at this. So what I'm looking for in this is basically came down, it rejected 50-day moving average, rejected support, come up, and you can see it's already starting to come back down. So to me, anywhere in this zone right over there, just a little bit lower than it is right now, would be a decent setup for long. And if it pumps from here, we're looking at a good 5, 6, 7% back up just to the range high over there. And I'm with you, by the way, on Luzell. As soon as we finish up here,
guys, we love these fibs, and I want to show you guys an example. Again, why I like this Luzell. We got a question here in the chat for sand. Somebody wanted to know about sand, and just guys, you know what you're going to notice here. We keep things very simple. Okay, we like big areas, we like strong areas. Obviously, they don't work every time, but when they do, they really work for us. Okay, and that's why we back that system. We love big horizontals, tied in with fibs, tied in with MAs, tied in with trends. Look at sand. You pull a fib from the low to the high. Okay, 618. You can pick up horizontal areas of strength. Okay, you look for these horizontals, and what happens when sand hits that 618? Bing. Boom. Okay, money printer on. Okay, there's 3% there. There's 3% there on sand. Okay, so guys, this is why we do this. This is why we trade these things. There's no complicated talk here. You know what I mean? We keep things very simple, and it doesn't need to be complicated. Most of trading is in your head, and that's why we have 𝗕𝗬𝗏 here, who's a Bybit competition winner. Okay, he mastered the art of the trading psychology, and he's an important part of our team. And this is, you guys must pick his brain, ask him questions in the chat. We keep it super simple here.
Have to keep it simple.
You have to.
There's a million reasons you're going to give yourself to be long or short in a position. And, most of TA is to convince yourself of your particular bias for that day. And that's really what it is. And the rest is in your head. Guys. So, you know what? Just keep it simple. Hang out with us. We like that money printer. Okay. Let's see. What else can we look at here for you guys? We've got questions on LDO. Lido, TRB, they're coming at us with TRB again. Guys, we have covered TRB. Soon we will be getting timestamps on our stuff, so you'll be able to just scroll through and see. But let's do a TRB update. It looked like it was trying to break a trend earlier. Let's see what's going on here. So you know what, it looks like a few games. You guys have heard the phrase in crypto, you get these BART patterns. That can happen, so be careful. Obviously, I don't like this super tight range. It means they can send it anyway. So it's lottery time here on TRB right now for me. Just be careful here.
If you're uncertain about a token that you go, I want to trade TRB, whatever, and you look at the chart and you're uncertain, walk away from it. If you do not take a trade, you will lose absolutely zero. You will lose $0. So, wait for it to develop some clarity.
Somebody did ask about perp, and we know we had somebody trading perp yesterday or 2 days back. We were looking at the chart for them. Let's see perp quickly.
Somebody asked about Atom. I can show that too.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a good one. Adam was also pumping back into a potential short area for us, I think, there, Dave.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you are in perp, if you are long perp, you are now approaching. I mean, look at this, guys. Here's our history on perp. Okay, look at that 618. Look at that. It's incredible. Makes me so happy. Okay, so here's perp pushing up 200-day MA coming into play as resistance. You need to watch that zone. Let's pull a trend here for you. This is the 1 hour, guys, so this is very short time frames. But you've got your trend break. Wasn't very convincing, was it? Your support would be 618 if you lose that trend. Okay, so if you lose that trend, you want to look for a bounce here, 618. And horizontal. This is the 1 hour, so it's not as strong as a daily, obviously, guys. So, you know, but if you feel bullish on perp, you could look at that as a potential bottom zone. Maybe you get your little double bottom situation play out here. You can look for something along those lines. But 200-day MA is resistance for now. What are you guys going to show us?
People are asking what XRP, and this is when we did it yesterday. It's basically the same. It's the same as it was yesterday in the middle of nowhere.
Change.
No change.
Okay, XRP, guys.
Bit, yeah.
No change. Dave Digital says kiss. Who are you kissing, bro? What's going on here, Dave?
Kissing the 618.
Dave. Dave, give us your atom. Give us your atom chart.
Yeah.
I've added your screen.
What is those?
Okay, Adam. We lost the trend. And I know Dylan had mentioned, you know, it's feeling a little too pumpy. Bitcoin is kind of, you know, confusing right now. So we lost the trend. Anytime we lose the trend, I'm out. Unless it's a fake out, but we won't know until it reclaims the trend line. So if Adam can do something like this, then I'm bullish again. But with what's going on here, so we got this fib from the low to the high, bounced off the 382. But if we're following this trend here, right, it's probably going to touch the trend and come down to at least the 618. Let's just do this. Oops. Yep, right into this order block. So that's probably the short play.
So they asked me for tiles today for the show, okay? And my vibe was shorts, and this is exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah,
we're losing trends, guys. When you start losing trends, you know that we often get a bounce afterwards, but it's not a bounce to get too excited about. It's a bounce to either exit your positions or it's a bounce to potentially look for shorts. And you know, Atom is a great example of one of them. SNX is the other one. Injective's the other one. These are all tokens now pushing into resistance zones.
And you could also probably see, you can see this order block that's formed on the 4 hour. So the other scenario for Atom could be kind of going a little bit past the trend line, but then getting rejected right away.
Yeah.
So if anything, if you are long on Atom, maybe wait for one more push up. That will probably happen this weekend, because every weekend there's always some kind of, especially when the US market closes, there's like this aggressive 1%, 1.5% pump on Bitcoin, and you see all these altcoins start popping off, and they're trapping all of you guys. So I would set a short alert right here on Atom, and then maybe at the top of the order block, and we'll keep an eye on it.
AV Creations wants cyber, and you know what? We're here to serve. So let's give you cyber. Let me pull it up.
Someone I got Veracity set up. Someone asked about high time frame. So whenever you're ready, let me know. Cool.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you some cyber action here. We are here to serve. Okay, this is SNX, guys, pushing into resistance zone. Bulls are going to say, well, this is a double bottom. Bears are going to say, well, now we're banging 618 and double trend. Something to watch. If this doesn't reject here, guys, something's going to happen at this 50-day MA a little bit higher at 2.2. Okay, 50-day MA 2.2, guys, is your next area. Right now, 2.15 is a zone of interest for the shorters. There is an alarm there as well. Okay, let's see. Cyber, let's do it. Jeez, remember this thing. Wow. This thing pumped. This was a pump and dump, guys. I don't know if there's anything behind this. I would be very careful on how you play this thing. Yeah. I mean, you don't know when they're going to make this thing pump again. That's the problem. We can use whatever TA we want, but if there's other major forces involved, then can't really get in their way. Okay, so yeah, what I'm seeing is a little channel here. 786, guys. 382, 618, 786. I'm going to say this till you're so sick of me hearing about 786s and 618s. You're going to actually hate it.
We got to make a song about that. About the 786.
I'm not going to stop, guys, because this stuff is all. It works. The science. It works. It works for what we do. Okay, so cyber 8-hour trend. 786 for now. That is support to watch. Potentially, look, I just don't know what's behind this coin and how they're driving it, but a move up there is 23%. It wouldn't be unusual if it did move up like that to start looking for rejections in this area. You can see why resistance, the same way we would look at support. So, that's on the table for sure. You lose this area becomes a nice resistance zone. But cyber, it's not really for me. It just doesn't feel right getting into something that does that. I think you're on a hiding to nothing there if you get caught on the wrong side. Somebody's loving
Altcoin is breaking that little top trend line.
Yep.
Let's go.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, let's zoom in here and see there was a flag break here on the 15 minutes.
Let's go, man.
You still long? You're not out, eh?
Oh, I'm still long for sure. Price discovery. Is this really the price discovery?
Yeah, no, not quite. No.
Oh no, yeah, we still have one.
You're going to be discovering it at 5.3.
Wow.
I want to know if anyone bought the top at 5.3.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been fun. That would have been fun.
Yeah. Yeah, when they drop, they do that.
Okay, so guys, look, it is looking good. It's looking exciting. Be careful when you zoom out and you actually look at the situation. You need to look at your risk. Okay, so you want to look for support areas. Where's your risk if you enter a position? I like to look at how much I'm going to lose more than how much I'm going to win. So when I'm calculating what's going on, I'm more interested in what it's going to cost me if I'm wrong. Okay, and that's kind of how you need to look at things when you're looking at stops. And if we go to below the 382 that we pulled earlier, it's a 6% move. Okay, so this is why these crazy coins like that pump like this, you got to have low leverage. Try and play things like small position, big move, rather than big position. It's just, you can get burned so easily. Look at this. Whoever's bought the top now already might be under pressure. If you market bought now that break, you're now under pressure. Now, obviously, it's not saying it's not going back up there, but it's 6% from this region down to the 382 support zone. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, guys, this is more like small position, very low leverage, spot type of stuff if you want to play these games. If you're using high leverage on the stuff, you can get smashed. Like before you know it, you get smashed in 5 minutes and done. So you got to play it safe, guys.
Yep. I got veracity on a high time frame someone asked for.
Give us veracity there.
Yeah.
I'm adding your screen there, Bruce.
Yeah, got it.
GLDs are fun. Stefan, we'll look at that.
I'm sorry, say again?
No, Stefan asked about EGLD. I used to watch that all the time. I'll take a look for you now.
So this is the chart as I drew it out yesterday, and it's a little scary to me. So basically, price came down to support, and kind of the expectation would be that it would reject from here, find support, but apparently it didn't, because it's leaking right now, kind of leaking down below that. I'm keeping an eye on that wick, right? If it loses that, then all I see below is nothing, right? We've got all that liquidity in there from that big spike that's just sitting there hunting, waiting to be captured. So if it really does lose this right here, a short could potentially easily do that. That's a 35% short, because there's no support down below. Right? There's nothing in here. So yikes on that one. I don't see anything bullish about it at all. If it does break the trend line, we can change our tune. Right? If it breaks above here, right? But I don't see it. I don't see it having any support to do that. And the last couple candles have all been red, red, red. So that's what I'm seeing right now in this. Do you see anything different, Dill?
No, it looks good to me.
Yeah, it looks like it keeps rejecting off the moving average there. So
yeah,
you might see the fake out, kiss the moving average, and then massive dump down.
Yeah, I don't know what's behind it. Why it's being so negative, but that clearly is very bearish to me.
Guys, I'm looking at Rune on the 1 hour. Could be something building here, BTC dependent, obviously. Yeah. It's sitting in an order block on the 1 hour. Are you pulling it up there, Bruce?
Oh, yeah, I was just going to look at it. You do it.
No, well, okay. I just saw somebody asking about Rune. Guys, we've covered a lot of these tokens already today, but we haven't zoomed in on the 1 hour on Rune. So, yeah, we've got a little something brewing there potentially. Let's see what's going on here. I am watching the S&P right now, and it's a little bit green today. I think there's a gap that needs to be closed at 4,400. So could potentially push up there, and that could help these cryptos for the weekend.
Okay, we've definitely got an order block right over there at a very strong support level. Right there, like you can see, which definitely strong support over there. Let me zoom in just a bit. That's really tiny. Sorry, guys.
So I've just picked up that order block on the 1 hour there, Bruce.
Yeah, yeah, right there.
Yeah, it's a 30%.
Oh, you've got another one? Oh, yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. And there's a bit of a trend. If you pull a trend from, let's say, the high on, when was that, Wednesday?
Like that?
Yeah, that one. So something to watch, guys. You know, play the change in trend, play the support, break support. Could be something there. Could be something. Rune is literally on its last legs here. If Rune loses this area, guys, it's coming down. 1.6.
Coming way down. Yeah. Your stochastics at the bottom. Your stochastics at like something 7, ridiculously low.
Yeah. I mean, the 1 hour turning up. It might be a short-term move here, guys. Okay, something to look at.
You know, you've got a pretty clear range that's defined by the top, those 2 order blocks. So as a range play, that could work. Good.
We've got 500 in the chat, guys. We've got a BitGet competition coming up. Are you joining us? Let us know in the chat. So you joining our team? Me and Sheldon have our own BitGet thing. There's a little bit of smack talk going on. Run and Annie have joined the team. Kyle's on the team. But they're like talking a big game, you know. You know, I've got my big guns here with me. Simon's also around. Let us know, guys. Our team, you can join our team in the description. It's the Sheldon and Dylan team on BitGet. The competition is next month. You join. Darren wants to know how we do it. You join. Sign up to BitGet. There's a link in the description. Join Sheldon and my team. And yeah, guys, we're gonna try and win this helicopter. I think it's ridiculous. The helicopter or something.
That's crazy. That is really
They go
crazy.
from a helicopter to like an iPhone or something in prices. But yeah, check it out, guys. Check it out. Philip says render's holding up strong.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. Hang on.
Yeah, somebody asked about render yesterday.
And there's they're asking for a spell update. Let me just show this. Well, Dave, Dave's been doing spell, guys. So we've covered a lot of these charts. We're gonna get timestamps for you from next week. There'll be timestamps. It'll be so much easier for you guys to navigate, come back, look again.
Yeah, the update on spell is in Discord, guys. I drew the trend lines and showed what you should be seeing. So if we lose the trend, get out.
It's as simple as that, guys. Lose the trend, get out.
Yep.
Yeah,
And the render is just climbing its way up between this level of support to that level of resistance. It broke through the 50-day moving average, and it's just climbing. It's kind of in the middle. So I don't know if there's any new trades to take, but if you're already long in it,
look, guys, you can play the scalping game.
True.
So I mean, we did a successful scalp on render 2 days ago. Let me show you this situation. Right now it's mid-range for the big play stuff. It's mid-range. You got to play it safe here. You want to scalp, you can see what's going on here. There's little trend breaks and things happening all day long. I think we caught that one. I think it was that move. You can play this game all day, guys, but you need that screen time, and you need to be stopped out a few times before you get it right. Sometimes you can just get wicked out there.
This new retracement is on right now is setting up for a scalp on the 15. So just get patient for it to. Yeah, the next retracement over that you've got. It's coming back down. Just track that.
Yeah, I mean, let's pull up fib. Yeah, let's see if there's 15-minute science here on fib for us. 618 coming into play. Don't have big horizontals helping. There's some horizontal here on the 786 that you can work with potentially. Remember, guys, that the more we zoom in, the less strength these areas have and the less conviction I have personally for my trading stuff. I prefer the stronger, higher time frame things. Not that I don't scalp when I need to. I can play that game. Crypto King, render looks horrible. Yeah, it's mid-range.
Yeah, mid-range. Nowhere.
No. If there's no trade, guys, don't force a trade. Don't force a trade.
Yeah, there's a better one out there.
Areas.
Yeah.
Big percentage areas. Will Long says, "What's up, Dave?"
What's up, Dave?
What's up, Will?
What's up?
Welcome.
Mauricio wants to see audio. I've got audio. Let's see.
A quick question on the competition, Dylan. Is there a minimum deposit for that competition? They're asking
$300 when you register, when you sign up.
300.
Okay, audio.
Oh, what's up? Okay. I met you, Will. Cool. Good to see you, man.
Cool.
Maker.
Dave. Guys, Dave's making us a soundtrack for this trading. Is that correct?
Yeah.
I'm going to work on something this weekend. Try to keep it at the same tempo, but
DJ Dave.
mess around.
Bruce, I mean, if you want to put a riff together that David can use in his stuff.
My stuff is pretty heavy. It's loud rock,
But you can give us like a little bit of a, riff there. Okay, audio. Range play. It is trying to hold the 618. Safest move, guys. Let's look for that. Safest play. Okay. This is resistance here. Okay, could easily reject. Then you're going to look there potentially. and you can look there. Okay, but just you can play this trend game all day long if you're not sure. High conviction zones for me would be lower, that sort of area. Probably got order blocks and stuff hanging out there. Well, there's an order block there. It's not big though, it's 3%.
Could I answer a question from Ben Joe Smith? He says, are there any experienced traders here? I got some questions. In Discord, we have a whole lot of mentors and moderators and squads that are there to answer all your questions about setups and trading. So over in Discord, tag one of us, tag moderator, tag mentor, whatever, and ask your question. And I guarantee that you will get lots of great support and answers for whatever it is you're looking for. So absolutely, my brother.
Okay, guys, I think we need to wrap this one up. There's one last question about 𝗓𝗏. Bruce, do you want to do 𝗓𝗏 for us? And then we'll summarize who we are for the weekend.
Look at it today. 𝗓𝗏.
Guys, it's Friday. We've overstayed. We should be relaxing. Well, it's morning for you guys, right? So you're gonna get into your day now. We're gonna go relax a little.
Well, what does this look like to you? I call that grass growing.
Yeah, that looks pretty boring.
We're in a range from basically there to there. I mean, it's 4%. You can scalp it up and down. Nothing wrong with that. Right now, price is just smack dab in the middle of it, right there. And that's I won't touch that personally because it's mid-range. There we go. There's my marker. So it's mid-range. I would personally just wait for it to come on down to the bottom and expect it to play in the range again. Or if it pumps back up to the top, take a short. At some point, it'll do something different. But for now, that's what I got.
Okay. And then I did promise to do EGLD before we wrap this up. So let's just look at EGLD. So EGLD, I used to trade this thing quite a lot. It used to move so well. And then it went through a quiet patch, but it's recently. Look at that. I tried to break through this 50-day MA, but actually rejected there. Let's look for some resistance areas here. Okay, there. Look, I'd look for a reaction at the 618.
Yeah.
It's sitting in a 8-hour order block. Let's see this 4-hour deal here. 4-hour. So there's generally some kind of reaction in these order block zones.
Yeah.
There we go. 1 hour. And then there is one sitting in the 618 down here, lower down. So call it 25 is my preferred sort of bounce zone or reaction area.
Yep.
Yeah, you get some kind of move there. Should get something here. Don't know how much. Should get something. What you can do is if it does bounce there, is you pull the fib from the high to that low if it bounces. And then you look for reaction areas way up. And this is where the bears start hunting their shorts. And you can see there's a 382 over here. So if you do get that bounce, that would tie in really nicely with a potential short area. You can see old resistance. Okay, old support. So that could play out nicely. 382. So if you get that bounce for the weekend, 26.5, maybe your rejection area. Thomas, yes, BLZ is on the Discord. Guys, I didn't update charts today. We were in a meeting the whole day, and then I came straight onto the show. Here we are. Okay, cool.
I'll update BLZ because I'm gonna do that anyway. So give me an hour and it'll be done.
You on BLZ. So thanks for covering that one. Okay, guys, summary for the weekend. What are we doing? BTC 4-hour. I mean, we often see we get a full round trip on the weekends. Wherever BTC started on, on the Friday, by Sunday, they seem to reverse you or do whatever they do. So for me, it's all about this trend. I would watch this little trend here. That ties in with David's areas as well. We've got this trend here. It's about 26,800, 26,700, that region, that's resistance. If we reject there, these alts are going to start bleeding. We're going to see levels lost. If we break up there and find support, well, I think the alts will be pretty decent then.
Yeah.
But just be careful, guys. Any pumps into 26,800-ish, don't get too excited. I want to see us through there. I want to see support, and then we can play more games, in my opinion. Dave?
Yep.
Closing arguments for the weekend.
I agree.
Yeah.
Be aware again. I do foresee a 1% Bitcoin pump probably after the markets close. Just remember that when the markets close in 5 hours, any kind of pump on Bitcoin is manipulated.
Yeah.
So look for the
There's low
shorts.
volume.
Look for the Keltner channel in the 15 minutes when it pierces through. Look for shorts, and I'm going to specifically be looking at a Pepe short when that happens. I'm actually considering it. Oh man, it looks good right now, but we'll wait a little bit. Patience, guys.
Patience. Hey, I got a question. I noticed a comment. Someone saying something about me being blurry. Is it my face that's blurry, or are my charts blurry? Because I'm working on my studio right now, trying to get everything fixed up.
I think maybe your charts are blurry. Let us know there, because I mean, you look crystal clear to me here.
Oh,
Bruce.
good. Okay.
Yeah.
If
Guys,
it's my face, I don't care. The chart's got to be clear.
𝗕𝗂𝗀𝗟 wants to know about OP. 𝗕𝗂𝗀𝗟, we did touch OP. It was sitting on a 618 earlier. That is still support until proven otherwise. Eyes on BTC here. That's what you need to do. Guys, be safe out there. Don't overtrade. Take it easy. If you're not feeling right about it, don't take the trade. There'll be another one Sunday. There'll be another one Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We here most days. We in the Discord. It's all going down, guys. Just be safe. Take care of yourselves there. Play it safe. Don't get wrecked. Play it safe.
If anything, just take the weekend off, and then we'll have some setups for you guys on Monday.
Exactly. No, taking and breaking, getting it. Remember, Dylan keeps on saying that this whole thing is psychological. So if you're anxious, if you're over trading, then this gets messed up and you start doing silly things. So take time, smell the flowers, hug your kids. Yeah.
And if you guys are late right now, watch the rerun.
You can't, watch the rerun. Learn from it. You can't win all your trades. We never win all our trades, guys. We play high percentage zones. We bank our profits when we can. Sometimes you do what I did, stayed in Sol. I did a full round trip. I'm still up, thankfully, but I did a full round trip on Sol. But yeah, guys, it happens. It's part of the game. Okay, we out of here. See you guys later. Cheers, guys. Enjoy your day and your weekend. Everybody.
Enjoy.
Hi, guys.